Hey guys, Heavy Arms 45 here. Now, it's another week, so I got another thing to talk about. I figured that I'd start a new segment in my categories, and the name of the segment is It's Gone. Now, these things I'm talking about is not really gone, but it's what you could consider a dying breed. Like finding a person that is a gentleman. You know, women like there's no more gem out here. Chivalry is dead. It's not dead. It's just that you have to find the people that's still chivalrous because a lot of people still want to play games. Like I was talking about a couple weeks ago when I said stuff about Miss Pimp Thing. Well, about a month ago now. You know, it's not dead, but it's rare for you to find them. And I'm gonna start off this with something that's near and dear to my heart, and that's '90s music. Now, as you probably know, I was brought up majority of the '90s. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't a big rap fan when I first started. It wasn't until 1997 that I started listening to rap for the most part. Before that, I was listening to R&B. I was talking about how I was on Mary Whitney Houston. I was like really into the stuff of people like Barry White and Luther Vandross. Mind you, they are not '90s singers for the most part, but they were our grandparents. Well, some of y'all grandparents and some of y'all parents' music. But the thing that kept all of them together was that the '90s music and some of our parents' music was baby making music. Like baby making music is gone. Like it okay, like I said, it's not gonna go. But you're not gonna find a lot of stuff that you can say, I put on you're not gonna say I put on, let's say, um I was about to say, any rapper nowadays, you're not gonna say that I put them on. There's really, from what I hear, a lot of R&B going on. Now, you got a few gems, WAP kind of reminds me of Ludacris talking about what's your fantasy. You had a couple of rough ones that you like. I can make a baby with this. Like what Luda said in the song. Rough says make her. You could do some stuff like that to some of these. That's I would say baby, but like I said, it's so rare to see songs nowadays that are like literally I could jam to this while making love, like baby making music. We got trap music out there. So if you in the trap house, that's what you on here. Can you play trap music when you try to do baby making? Not so much. Back in the '90s and let's go from '70s to '90s to early 2000s. You had all these people coming out that basically that's all that the '90s was about, baby making. You had Drew Hill, Silk, 112, Genuine, Key Sweat, Joe, Casey and JoJo, uh next. You had all these people out there that like they got that little groove to you that got you going. You like, yeah, I could like cruise to this. It was what we considered baby making music at the time. You could make babies to these songs, but where is it now? What what is then? This might be me showing my age. I don't find any songs that are out. Well, not I'm not gonna say any. I don't find many songs that's out now that really make me say I could jam to this while I have a girl over. You know, um, it's there's not a lot of songs that's like I want to say could set the mood for actual romance, and maybe that's something that I'm also missing. That romance is now dead. You know, romance was something that we always wanted to do when I was younger. You wanted to set the mood, kind of like I'm finna get real childish with it. When you look at the Little Mermaid, and Eric and Ariel is in that boat, and what's Sebastian doing? He's setting the mood. There, you see her. He's making up the song. He's like got the lights just right. like what lights can what how you don't get the lights right to do some of these like to some of the songs you have nowadays. Now, like I said, you got a couple people that probably can get you into the baby make mood. You know, Drake been around for a while. He kind of could. You know, Jamie Foxx used to. I don't know if he's still. I think he's out the game, but who knows? I could be wrong. My friend showed me a video of a guy who his movie. I'm like, I mean, not movie. His music. I'm like, yeah, I could groove to that. That's not, ooh, it's like it had a nice beat to it. It was slow. It was like personal. Like a lot of songs that you heard back then were personal. You know, 112 anywhere, or is that Silk? No, 112 anywhere, but Silk did. I'm sorry. Uh, Meeting in my bedroom. That's what I was thinking of. You know, you had all these songs back in the 90s that like I would say some people even today still bump to when they trying to get the mood together. Cause I still believe that some girls still want to be romanced somewhat. They, you know, when you talk about Netflix and chill, you know, you gotta set the mood right. You not don't suddenly put in an action movie when you trying to, you know, get you some neck or something. That's probably so old what I just said. But you know, uh, it's it's all about what it's all about trying to set the mood, like I said. And I would love for you could tell me any songs nowadays that literally could set the mood for, as I said, baby music, or get her in the mood to do some stuff. Now, if you can bump to trap music or whatever like that, cool. But most of the stuff I'm hearing nowadays is either, well, yeah, I'll say most of it is like just we all just it's kind of like gang music, not really gangs, but like like I said, trap music. You have stuff that's just like it's party music, and party music and mood making music is not the same thing. You know, I'm not saying that everybody need to go back and start talking about Barry White practice what you preach and all that other stuff, but you know, there were songs that you could groove to. It, you know, it was it made the feeling of, and I feel like I keep saying this over and over, intimacy. It was a song that made you feel like the only person that he focuses on is you. Like her song Focus. Literally, like I get this moment of like I just think about just girl right in front, and you just focusing on her, trying to make sure that you know you pleasing the woman in front of you. No, that I figure was the point of baby. Like you put that song not only put you in the mood, but it put her in the right mindset when you was doing these playing these songs. You know, when you're talking about the Isley Brothers, well, yeah, the Isley Brothers talking about in between the sheets. You know, I don't know about is your thing, but when you talking about in between the sheets, even when you talking about stuff like I want to say some even Notorious B.I.G. could be played while you trying to get your baby making on. You know, that's the thing. It's gone for the most part. Like no one's worried about. I won't say big anthem. People try and do. Well, I won't say dine and dash for the most part. They hit it and quit it. That's it. And the reason I say that is because you have Tinder. You know, you have people who don't have relationships anymore. They don't worry about relationships anymore. So all they do is play like you hear about fan only pages and stuff like that. Intimacy is not a thing. Isn't trying to get to know somebody in some cases is not a thing. It's just, you know, we don't hit it, quit it, and be done with it. That's why, and I've been on Tinder for a couple years now, and out of the ones I see, people always talking about how they're not looking for anything. Some say they not looking for anything serious. Some saying they looking for a sugar daddy. You know, are they looking for baby make music? No, they looking for trap. They trying to trap you probably. Yeah, especially if they say they looking for a sugar daddy. They looking for somebody that can give them money so they can go ahead and trap him into staying around. You know, I feel like there's so many rants in this that I'm thinking about saying that I don't think that I need to talk about. But, like I said, a majority of the songs, and like my friend said, when I said, he's like, no, baby make music, it's still around. And like I said, he played that song for me, and I'm like, yeah, that I can groove that. The Weeknd talking about you earned it, and all this other stuff. Bruno Mars, yeah, but it's not as prevalent, I would say, as what happened back in the 90s. 90s was nothing but like baby maybe. Even if you go to Pretty Ricky, who was talking about Your Love's Like Honey and Late Night Special, somebody was gonna get it, and you knew that somebody was gonna get it with these songs. And it's, even though it wasn't too fast, you knew somebody was gonna get something out of those. And like I said, maybe I'm wrong. If I am, please put in the comments, which I say this every once in a while. Put in the comments though, people that you think are actual, like, that, who you think is proof that I'm wrong about how baby made music is not dead. And if you do agree with me, could you please tell me who murdered it? Who murdered my precious baby making music? I mean, like, I remember being around talking about how, we can do it anywhere. Mamacita, where you have been trying to reach you. Ideal, because I did talk about Ideal in that video, I want to say about a year back, the One Hit Wonder, where they talking about Meet You at the Creep Inn, 112's Peaches and Cream, Jagged Edge, He Can't Love You Like I Love You. I remember these songs. They are etched into the memory of my mind. I might not know every single word of these songs, but I remember these songs. I might lose my mind sometimes and forget the names of them, but those were baby making music. Y'all, if y'all, like I said, disagree with me, please put something in the comments. I would love to be proven wrong, but I see it as being dead. It's gone. If it's not gone, it's dying slowly, and it's crying on the way out. And I'll catch you later.